Hello and welcome to Community Chats. I'm your host, Aley Hammer, and today we're interviewing Jayden Lee, the Head of Technology at Right2Drive. Jayden, it's really great to have you here today because we actually spoke 7 months ago, pre your all-in migration. So can you start by telling us a little bit about Right2Drive and your business?
Thank you, Ali. Thank you for having myself and Right2Drive on the channel. Did you know Right2Drive is one of the leader in accident replacement vehicle? We've been operating for the last 8 years. One interesting fact, not many of us knows we are actually entitled eligible for an accident replacement vehicle when we get into an accident. And if you're not at fault, simply contact Right2Drive. We will get yourself a replacement vehicle to get you back on the road. We will work with your claims, go through your claims, and work with your insurance team to follow through on the process from start to finish. And we will also work with your repairer as well to get your car repaired and get you back on the road stress-free. And our team of experts here are based in Australia and New Zealand. We have helped over 100,000 Australian and New Zealanders over the last few years, getting the customers back on the road. And our team are very passionate about taking the stress out of motor accidents when it does occur.
I actually did not know that you're legally entitled to have a replacement car, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully I'm not in any accidents anytime soon though. And I mean, Right2Drive does sound like such a great initiative to help people in some sticky situations. And Jayden, you've recently completed your all-in migration to AWS. So what I want to know is, can you share with our viewers a little bit about how you found this process? And also, we do want you to be real here. So if there were any challenges that you faced along the way, don't be shy to mention them. We want to know.
We did encounter quite a number of issues over the last couple of months, and please allow me to share a few with yourself and the team. One of the major issues in the early days that we encountered was around delivering our call center into Amazon Connect. And the biggest challenge was getting everyone involved, getting everyone trained up, including our operation team, our claims team between Australia, New Zealand, and Manila, getting everyone up to speed, enable them with the right technologies, and getting them on the platform to operate normally as they normally would on the old system was a big challenge. However, I think this is something AWS team are doing really well. The team worked very closely with us and our partners and our internal team. Everyone came together to make sure this is a success migration, make sure our entire team are up to speed at the end. And look, I'm very happy to say it was a very success transition for our call center team. The second hurdle, Ali, that we encountered was around the incompatibility issues around hosting one of our main application in AWS workspace. Sorry, AppStream at the time. We had to again sit down with the solution architect team, our partners, and our internal team to re-architect our entire design to find an alternative solution to put this critical application, because this was a major roadblock for us. Without having this into the cloud, this put our entire migration journey to a halt. In the end, though, I'm very happy. It was a very positive experience. I mean, our team out there been using it for the last 4 or 5 months without any issues. So I'm very glad. Look, the last issue, the last hurdle was only a couple of months ago when we had to transition our data warehouse into other AWS. Some of the technologies that we use, back then was quite native to reporting and SQL specifically, and some of the issues we encountered was around the proprietary of legacy of systems. So look, we sat down at the team, we brainstormed again, and we came up with a solution. And in the end, we re-architected our design, and we've been running over the last 4 weeks. Touch wood, we haven't encountered any issues ever since. So it's been a very, very positive experience.
Sounds like an all-in migration in 6 months is pretty impressive. And those are three quite substantial obstacles that you face. So I'm really glad that you had the support and the supportive, team around you to overcome them. And I guess, Jayden, since your migration, how has being on the cloud created value for your business and also your customers as well?
That's a really good question, Ali. Having our entire infrastructure in the cloud made a big difference. It was a game changing for us. Over the last 12 months, the Right2Drive team and our Movigo group have taken over the market by storm despite the global pandemic. We have expanded quite rapidly. Having our infrastructure in the cloud, especially the core center function, which very critical to us, right? Having that in AWS, which means we can rapidly scale up on our environments. We can have our team members start, locating over the world, and they could tap into the network to utilize these functions. All right, and also more importantly, having the confidence in the high availability and the redundancy of the network is a big factor for us, and that has helped boost our confidence both internally and externally for our customers as well, knowing that whenever there's an accident, if they need to contact Right2Drive, we're there 24/7, right?
Pretty amazing service. I mean, I wish I could get hold of some of the services I utilize 24/7 instead of being on hold for hours, or it says call back 9 to 5. So that's an awesome achievement. And Jayden, I mean, it's really clear from speaking to you over the past couple of months that you've had a really positive experience with AWS despite all the hurdles along the way. So I just wanted to say that it's really fun chatting with you because you're so passionate about the business that I live and breathe every day. So thanks for sharing that. I want to know, what are you looking into further? Because you've already undergone an all-in migration. What's to come? I mean, I know that you mentioned a few things about IoT in our previous conversations. So can you give us a little bit of insight? Where's Right2Drive heading in terms of your cloud journey?
The last 6 months was very busy for us, but that's nothing comparing to the next 12 months. The plan that we have for our company, post-migration, there's a number of things that we're looking into. Personally, I wanted to streamline the operations, the infrastructure operations. We wanted to try to furtherly tightening our security globally, and also expanding on some of the existing functionalities and features that we're already utilizing. For example, our call center is currently using Amazon Connect. I know Amazon Connect have some of the inbuilt AI and machine learning features and functionalities that help the team to easily identify issues and analyze the core trends and things along that line. Would love to have that implemented in the next 3 to 6 months. More importantly, though, I think some of the IoT functions that's already available in AWS, it's just mind-blowing. For example, the connected vehicle solutions, something I personally think and confident that the Right2Drive and the Movigo group, our team definitely will benefit from in managing our entire fleet of vehicles. And also, there is a very interesting machine learning technologies in AWS, which is called AWS recognition. Something that I would really keen to look into for our damages and our fleet overall to reduce the number of repairs in our fleet. So I hope that helps.
Very cool and really exciting. I'm definitely going to be keeping a watch on your journey. So thank you for sharing. Can you give us some advice for any company or person who might be watching this and, who might be just about to start their migration journey? What advice could you offer them? I mean, I imagine it's pretty scary even when you were looking at this 7 months ago and you have, bumped into quite a few obstacles along the way. So what's your top tip and advice for someone?
The last 7 months has been a very challenging, at the same time, very exciting journey. Some of the things that we learned along the journey was, some of the key factors that I find meaningful. And I hope that for those who looking to adopt the new technologies and, migrating into the cloud will adopt some of these technologies or key factors. So one is around the finding the right technologies for your company, right? I think that's a key factor. Having the right solution in place is critical for your functions. Also, more importantly, Ali, having the right people passionate about the technologies, passionate to help. And then again, I mentioned earlier, I feel this is where AWS strong suit is. Within a small amount of time, our AWS solution team were able to, pull together the right resourcing for us, work with us closely to brainstorm and come up with ideas on how to do things. So again, first choosing the right technologies. Secondly, choosing the right set of people with the right mentality, mindset to help you with the journey is very important. And thirdly, and more importantly, Ali, having the planning and execution really important. Um, a lot of planning in the last 6 months to get to where we are today. So, and I hope that will help for those who stay the journey.
Your advice is so, so helpful. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for choosing AWS. And we really love partnering with you, and we can't wait to see where you go in terms of IoT, and the next 12 months are going to be really busy for you. So we look forward to continuing to support you, and to all our viewers at home, we'll see you next time.
Stay safe on the road. I understand accidents do happen, but don't forget to contact Right2Drive if there's needs.